Imagine a street soaked in silence, the wind whispering against the metal glow of the city lights, and suddenly a roar slices through the calm, a roar that doesn't just break the night, it defines it. That's the moment you meet the Aero 125 Strike. This isn't just a bike, it's an attitude forged in fire, a machine that doesn't ask for attention, it takes it. From the first twist of the throttle, you know you're not riding a regular commuter, you're riding a rebel engineered for precision, passion, and pure performance. The Aero 125 Strike isn't built for those who blend into traffic, it's built for those who stand out, for those who ride not to reach somewhere, but to feel alive on every turn, every curve, and every red light that turns green. The design itself speaks louder than words. Sharp LED DRLs flash like the eyes of a predator ready to strike, the sculpted tank carries muscle lines that make it look alive even when parked, and that aggressive tail section, short, sleek, and aerodynamic, tells you this bike was born from Street Fighter DNA. Every bolt, every curve, every color combination screams confidence. The matte black base with blood red graphics gives it the soul of a beast caged in metal. And then, when you ignite the engine, it's not just the growl of a 125cc, it's the sound of pride. The Aero 125 Strike carries a 124.8cc air-cooled, single-cylinder engine tuned for punchy performance and razor-sharp throttle response. On paper, it's 11.5 horsepower with 10.8 Nm torque, but on the streets, it feels like a 150cc Challenger. The power delivery is instant, aggressive, and thrilling. The lightweight chassis, just under 125 kilograms, turns every twist of the wrist into acceleration that bites, while the precise gearing makes every shift smooth and satisfying. It's not about top speed, it's about how fast it gets there, how connected it feels when the engine and road speak in the same rhythm. This bike makes you feel like you control every second of motion, and that's the real power. The Aero engineers focused not just on numbers but emotions. They wanted every ride to feel like freedom unleashed, and they nailed it. When you open that throttle on an empty stretch, you'll feel the adrenaline in your veins and the vibration of mechanical soul under your grip. But what makes this machine stand out is not just performance, it's control. The Aero 125 Strike is built on a diamond-type frame, engineered for perfect weight balance. The telescopic front suspension and preload adjustable rear mono-shock absorb city potholes with ease and grip the corners like glue. Whether you're flicking through tight alleys or gliding down highways, this bike remains calm, composed, and razor-sharp in response. The front disc and rear drum brakes with CBS combined braking system ensure stability even when you brake hard. No drama, no fear, just pure control. It's a commuter that behaves like a sport-naked machine, ready to turn every street into your personal track. And the tech inside. Smart, simple, and stylish. The fully digital LCD instrument cluster gives you speed, gear position, fuel, time, and even real-time mileage, glowing bright in daylight and neon perfect at night. Hidden under its aggressive look is a rider's assist logic system that slightly adapts throttle response based on your riding rhythm, almost like it understands you. Add a USB charging port discreetly tucked into the panel so your phone never dies while you conquer miles. Aero didn't just stop at the basics, they gave attention to every tiny detail that makes a big difference. The clutch lever feels butter-light because of reduced resistance springs, making gear shifts effortless in bumper-to-bumper chaos. The handlebar angle keeps your posture upright, yet commanding, striking a perfect balance between comfort and aggression. Underneath the body lies a hidden underbelly plate that protects the engine from debris, a feature every city rider will appreciate when cutting through unpredictable roads. Lift the seat and you'll find a small but smartly designed storage slot, not just for documents but for your essentials like a wallet, keys, and even a power bank. The footpegs fold both ways, forward and backward, reducing breakage during minor impacts. These aren't flashy features, they're proof that Aero built this machine by thinking like a real rider. And now, the part that shocks everyone, the price. For something that looks this premium, feels this powerful, and performs this confidently, you'd expect a steep tag, right? Wrong. The Aero 125 Strike is priced between $1,150 and $1,250, or roughly 95,000 rupees to 1.05 lakh rupees, depending on your region. That's a knockout deal, a Street Fighter experience, sports design, tech features, and fuel efficiency in one package that doesn't drain your wallet. It's a clear message from Aero to the industry: performance shouldn't be a luxury. The Strike offers a mileage north of 55 km/h, giving you the thrill of speed and the peace of saving fuel in the same breath. Start it once, and you'll fall for its sound, a deep, bold exhaust note tuned to perfection. Twist it on open roads, and it responds instantly. The handling feels like an extension of your body, light yet stable, fast yet forgiving. At high speeds, it's grounded, confident, and aerodynamic. The seating comfort surprises you, plush and supportive, perfect for daily rides or long escapes. Even after an hour of riding, you don't feel fatigue, you feel charged. It's the kind of machine that makes you take the long way home just to ride a little more. And that's the magic: when you switch it off, you miss it. The Aero 125 Strike connects emotionally, not just mechanically. This bike is made for riders who don't follow the rules but rewrite them. It's for the dreamers who find peace in chaos, for college students who want style without breaking the bank, for commuters who crave reliability with attitude, and for weekend warriors who live for the open road. Every kind of rider finds a reason to love it, because the Strike isn't just transport, it's a reflection of personality. Aero didn't just launch a bike, they launched a message: that passion isn't measured in cubic centimeters but in the heartbeat of the rider. The company has already hinted that their next evolution, the Strike Evo, might bring liquid cooling and Bluetooth connectivity. But until that comes, the 125 Strike has already created a wave. It's not the biggest engine out there, but it's definitely the most spirited. Every brand has a turning point, and for Aero, this is the Strike that hit home. On city roads, it's a silent threat, calm one second, explosive the next. It's a commuter with a fighter's soul, a budget bike with premium ambition. And when you ride it, you feel that attitude pulsing through the handlebars. The Aero 125 Strike is for those who never settle. The kind who don't need validation but make people look twice when they pass. The kind who live for the roar, for the thrill, for the feeling that every road belongs to them. Because when you ride the Strike, you don't ride to reach, you ride to rule. The sound of the engine becomes your rhythm, the wind becomes your applause, and every mirror reflection reminds you that you're not just part of traffic, you're the pulse of it. So when someone says a 125cc can't make an impact, you just smile, start your Aero 125 Strike, and let the exhaust do the talking. Because power isn't always about size, it's about spirit. And this machine has more spirit than most bikes, double its displacement. It's not built for comfort seekers, it's built for thrill chasers. It's not about blending in, it's about breaking free. Aero has redefined what it means to be a 125cc rider. The 125 Strike is proof that sometimes, the smallest engine carries the loudest heart. Its roar doesn't just echo on roads, it stays in your mind long after the ride ends. Every gear shift feels like an emotion, every ride like a memory in the making. This isn't just a bike, it's a statement. It's rebellion dressed in red and black, it's motion with emotion, it's your daily dose of adrenaline bottled in a 125cc frame. Aero 125 Strike isn't here to compete, it's here to dominate its segment, to prove that style, performance, and practicality can coexist beautifully. It's for those who don't count miles, they count moments. For those who don't ride because they have to, but because they can't live without it. And as the sun sets on the highway and the city lights rise, you realize something: this bike isn't just about getting somewhere. It's about what happens to you along the way. The Aero 125 Strike is more than a machine, it's a reflection of who you are when you stop caring about what others think and start chasing what makes you feel alive. Because in the end, power isn't measured by horsepower, it's measured by how much it moves your heart. And this one moves it, every single time. The Aero 125 Strike, small number, massive attitude, pure soul. It's not the bike you choose, it's the bike that chooses you.